What's up, guys? Welcome back to AC Designs and Garage, and we got all kind of stuff going on today. We got the winner's going to be announced at the end of this video for the Pinstriped welding helmet. We got Super Clean sponsoring the video, and they're going to give one of you lucky winners some of their awesome degreasing products. We're going to announce how to do that in this video. It's 150 degrees outside, so let's get it spun around and we'll show you what we're working on today. Man, I'll be glad when I get my shop cleaned out where we can get some projects on the inside. But we're working outside and it's 150 degrees, it feels like. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I think I picked the wrong project for today. 97% humidity. Whew. But anyhow, we're gonna get this spun around and we'll show you what we're gonna be trying to restore and make look a whole lot better. Of course, you guys probably seen this in the background. This is my very vintage open car trailer. Give you a little quick backstory on this, the history on this trailer. Buddy of mine built this trailer probably in the, we'll say, mid 70s to haul his T-bucket on. Had a custom 1915 T-bucket that was on the cover of, I think it's Street Rodder. I don't know, I put a picture of it on here, but it was hauled all over the country to car shows and stuff, and we bought it from him, and we added on the front, we added on the back, we added every which way we could. We made the fenders, we raised the fenders up, made them detachable and all that stuff. But I've actually hauled, I had a 1972 D100 long wheelbase truck with a 360 in it. I hauled on this thing, believe it or not. This thing pulls like a dream, and I love this trailer, and I think we need to give something back to her. I mean, she does all the work for us, why not give back to her? That's actually hauled Daddy's 32 on it, I forgot about that. We hauled it back from Georgia on it, done great. This thing has no suspension and no trailer brakes, but it pulls good. But we got the old 3/4 ton red pick 'em up truck that does the job for us. So let me give you a rundown what we're gonna do real quick. So the great people at Super Clean sponsoring this video. I've done some videos a while back on my lower Nissan pickup, and they sent me out some of their awesome product that I've been using for years before they even sent me any. But anyhow, they told me, they got contact with me. They said, hey, why don't you just give some of your subscribers some of this stuff? You know, you choose a winner, send us a name and address, and we'll shoot them out some of our stuff. And I said 10-4. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll probably add how, I hadn't figured out how we're going to do it yet, but before the end of the video, we're going to put in there how you can enter to win this. It ain't going to cost you nothing to get it or nothing like that. All this stuff costs you guys zero. We're just going to try to find some fair way to pick a winner out of this video, and also towards the end of the video we're gonna pick the winner for the Pinstripe welding helmet from last week. So we're giving all kind of stuff away. It's like a free-for-all here. Anyways, what we're gonna do to this trailer quickly, we're gonna clean it off. I'm gonna pressure wash it and degrease it with the Super Clean, and there's only a few things we're gonna tape up. It's got some aluminum runners here that stop about right here. We're gonna tape those up. I want to leave them just raw aluminum so it won't flake off, but the rest of the stuff's going to be painted with the awesome, wonderful, you guessed it, that's right guys, we're going to be using the Turbski, the big turbo gloss black enamel from Rust-oleum. We're going to use this on it. Not sponsored by any means. Wouldn't that be rad? You Rust-oleum people are watching, make sure you hit me up. Anyhow, how many cans do you think it's going to take to do this? I'm gonna buy, probably, we're gonna have a twin Turbski, so we'll buy 2 cans. I'm thinking 1 wheel, but I don't want to push it. Now we're not painting the underneath of the trailer, we're just painting the, you know, basically around the top, the fenders, all this stuff here. I'm not painting my jack. We're gonna take some aluminum foil and cover up all this stuff. But how many cans, drop down in the comments how many cans you think it's gonna take to do this unit here. I can't wait to make her look good. She deserves it. I mean, this thing has been pulled all over the country. It's actually been through Mexico, I think. And another buddy borrowed it and went and picked up a Volkswagen in California. But anyhow, we're not painting the wheels. They're originally silver. And also drop in the comments, what do y'all think we ought to paint them? Back silver, be black and silver, do an Earnhardt themed on it, maybe red pinstripe, just an idea. All right, guys, I ain't gonna lie. It got too hot out here, so I waited till after supper, which down south, that's what I ate at 6 p.m. What do you guys call it, dinner or supper? I'm a supper guy. Anyhow, it's down to a bone chilling 85 degrees and probably 80% humidity, but we're gonna get this thing washed tonight so it can dry off tomorrow. We'll start using them Turbski cans on this unit here. So let's get her swept off, and I'm gonna try to pull it down here by hand because I'm lazy and I don't want to hook the truck up, and this may be amusing, so make sure you watch. All right, I'm out of breath again. Shouldn't have ate so many hot dogs and tater tots. I like tater tots and hot dogs. Anyway, yeah. Whew. Yeah. Betsy. Whoa, Nelly. You got the whoa. Stay right there. Let me put my brake on here. Whee! Stop. I don't think she's gonna stop. And I need to move the camera. Stop. Whoa. Stop, I said. About lost it. Thing jumped the shovel. Y'all went along for the ride too. Yeah, it rolls downhill real good, but going uphill. Now, let me show you what we had. I got these double tires makes it harder to turn around. So I gotta hooch that thing around somehow. So I'm gonna put you guys up here in a safe spot. And we'll try to get this thing running. I got my e-brake now. This thing's stubborn. Now I'm gonna go hook up my awesome electric pressure washer. Now if you notice my shirts and you want to pick one of these rad shirts up, make sure you head on over to www.acdesignsgarage.com, scoop you one up. Now the back, you notice, says death before electric. I can't breathe. But that don't mean everything electric. I like my DeWalt's and Milwaukee's and stuff like that. That's putting electric engines in hot rods, muscle cars, vintage four-wheel drives. Nah. But pressure washers and stuff, hey, I'm okay with that. So don't think I'm just, you know, anti-electric everything. It's just cars. And mainly, I don't care if you drive one. Just don't make me drive one. But anyway, rant over. Yeah, we're gonna get the pressure washer out, get you set up. We're gonna start squirting this unit here. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna run you over my cool little electric pressure washer here. I'll link some in the descriptions below if y'all can read that. All these reflections. There we go. But I'll link you one, probably a little different style on the ones on Amazon now. But my awesome mother-in-law got me this for Christmas 3 or 4 years ago probably. This thing's worked great. It's even got a little foam cannon thing down here that you can put your car soap in. It's got 3 tips. Pretty decent length reach on this unit. But I'm gonna go grab the water hose, but here's what she is. The old Sun Joe has worked great so far. I ain't had a hiccup yet on it. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna run over this thing real quick and just basically wet it down pretty decent, get the loose stuff off, and then I'm gonna come over here to the stuff that one of you lucky subscribers is gonna win this setup. Some of the foamy, some of this. I've used Super Clean for years, works great. Great company to deal with, but yeah, one of you. The only bad drawback is it's got to be in the lower 48. For you that don't know what the lower 48, the continental United States is, it's the United States except for Hawaii or Alaska. That's what they told me. And sorry guys, we're gonna figure out some more stuff. I want to try to get some stuff out to all you awesome people in the international Australian stuff. I got a ton of awesome Australian subscribers. Love you guys, all you guys in the UK. Got tons of y'all. We're gonna try to figure out some way to get y'all something, because for some reason this shipping is ridiculous on stuff. And I hate for y'all to have to pay it, and I can't afford to pay $100 to ship nothing. But hey, we're gonna put them on there. We're gonna try to work on our merch or something in case y'all guys want that. But anywho's, let me go grab my water hose real quick. I need to be out on that thing. And Aaron, if you're watching, I'm gonna be out on it. And maybe for too long we'll bring it up your way and we'll take this unit out, Catch us some Mondos. Alright. Take off my fire hose off the end of it. Put it over in a safe place I can find it. Probably not. Then you just got a good little filter here, screen. Just hook this unit up. Tighten her on down real good. I do another one of them Greenworks. My dad bought one of them new Greenworks and it looks pretty good and they're fairly affordable. But this thing here works great for cars. Don't have too much pressure that you're gonna blow paint off. You gotta watch that sometimes. All right, this thing's pretty easy. You need to take the take the tip off here. I just put it over here on the step, on the fender. You gotta get all the air out of the system. Then all it is you come over here and I just run it till it gets all the air out of the lines. Clean some of this out low pressure, try to get all this. Get all this mess out of here. I think this is old Rust-oleum. It was on this deck from about 10 years ago. Yeah, this is what a scrap-built trailer. Used all our scrap to build this thing. We about got all the air out of line. I don't know if I'm gonna get all this stuff out or not, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna paint these E-tracks down through here, but we're not, like I said before, we're not painting aluminum. Also, I need to drill a hole in that. Okay. I think it's the 15 degree. Let's see how she does. Got a little bit in her. Get the bulk off. Now we go. That'll be next week's video, guys. I got all my parts in for the front end rebuild, so make sure you tune in for that. Get the old square body, and we'll try to hit some of these C10 toes. Definitely the fall revival in North Carolina. If you've never been to the fall revival in North Carolina and you're a C10 cat, that's probably one of the best on the East Coast, my opinion. Alright guys, I got the most of the foam stuff. I've been using the mess out of this stuff. We done the Nissan, the old slammed hard body. So where is she really nasty like the fenders? This foaming stuff is awesome. All this, where all this moldy stuff is. This stuff goes pretty far too. This is there. We're gonna go ahead and clean all the wheels up, make him look halfway pretty. I gotta make me a cap for that thing. We lost that thing sometime. Ooh. Oh, that's cracks. Dead gone. We're gonna have to get some more tires. That's the problem with the dead gone trailer, guys. You never wear the tires out usually. Is it raining? Yeah. As long as we don't get none of them lightning bolts coming from the air, I'm good on it. Little green slime there. I think this whole can's gonna do this trailer. You know why I'm cleaning them tires now? I saw them big old cracks in the middle of them. Anyway, it'll make for a good picture. This about where I'm spraying on this is what I'm gonna paint. I'm not going underneath this unit. About a half a can. Mainly it's aluminum here. Wouldn't it be rad if I could do this whole trailer with one Turbski can? Stout, boy. And I will say it goes a long way. Alright, since I've got that, we'll double on that. We'll go up here at the front. Get her clean as we can. Squirt over here. Just finished spraying. Yeah, that's really gonna do something, ain't it? That'll kill that old mold and mildew. You see, just a single shot here, so it's either off or on. I could probably put it in my little squirter thingy there. It goes on my pressure washer, but a lot of times this old degreasing stuff will heat it all up. Yeah, we'll let that soak. She'll probably be pretty enough not to paint, but we're gonna put the Turbski on her. All this K-roaded stuff. See where it's breaking her down. This shouldn't take long at all. Yeah, we might get storm. Still a little bit left here. I don't like them tires cracked like that, because I've been looking at the sides of them and they look good. I was just telling Daddy before I started on this thing that we need to check the tires on this thing, but now we're going to have to get 4 of them. So let's go. She's soaked enough. Let's go up here and see how she does. Let's start right here. Hold on. Let her calm down for a minute. That's cutting her pretty good, guys. Down to the home stretch. Well, good morning, folks. This is back about 9:30 in the morning here. It's already about 85 degrees, but the humidity is not quite as bad. So we're gonna jump back on this trailer. I've got everything's dried off. I'm gonna show it to you real quick, but it's looking pretty good. Oh, wheels looking good, silver. Everything cleaned up nicely. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over and do all my sanding first. I'm gonna clip these zippy ties and do the wires. Just gonna bag the, or I'm just gonna throw paper over the tires and wheels, because tires have a ton of tread, but they've got cracks in the middle. We gotta redo them. And all I'm gonna do is feather back all this. I ran over it with a little putty knife just scraping a little bit to get the chippies off, and we ain't looking for a slick like that bed, like we done the bed over there. It's not gonna be perfectly slick. After that, I'm gonna blow everything off. We'll come back and tape up the lights and tape up the aluminum, and we'll get the old Turbski cans out and start shooting this thing. Y'all let me remember to tape up the reflective tape stuff. Stuff ain't cheap. Yeah, pretty good. I took the tag and stuff off. Should have done that before I washed it because I had to really clean it a lot. But what I'm using today is, I'll link this stuff below too. I've been using this. This is an Ingersoll Rand. It's a matte coat. It's Ingersoll Rand. Has the squishy interface pad and stuff, and I run these 3M, the Velcro ones. I like them because if you drop them on the ground and stuff, they still stick. But you know, the sticky ones, if you drop them, get dust on them, you've wasted them. But 80 grit, we're gonna sand this back, feather it back pretty good, and probably gonna Scotch Brite the deck, because if you DA it, all we're gonna hit's this, and we'll get that red Scotch Brited, and she should be ready to go. Like I said, she's not gonna look like a show car, but she's gonna look better than she does. Alright, we're about done. I'm gonna sand this real quick. We're gonna try to tape it up real quick because that metal's starting to get hot and I don't feel like dancing all over this thing and burning my hands and feet. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna Scotch Brite it because my back's hurting, and then I'm gonna go eat a bean, then we'll come back and squirt it. Scotch Brite on here. Alright guys, this is our little blow off tube. All thing this is a piece of, I think it's 3/8 brake line or something, and we just take them, and this is the nuts like one in prefab when you get it to O'Reilly's or something, and this is it's got a flange in there and stuff, and we just put these little ends on them, tighten them up and crimp the ends, and they make good blow off tools. We're gonna start taping up the aluminum. I'm just using that 233, not 233. Just using that 3M. Yeah, that's hot. Yep. Ah, this is gonna be bad. 3M Yalla 3/4 tape. Man, that stuff is smoking. I don't know why I'm going through this trouble. Don't really matter. I should have done these type videos in the winter time. I like that little bit of contrast, that aluminum. So. We'll get everything outlined. Put the tape, put the paper down the middle. The metal's so hot I can't put my knees down on it. Broke a screw. I might have to put another screw in there. Go ahead and tape this E-track up. I just don't like stuff looking weird, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm OCD or whatever they call them letters. Could be. Could just be weird. The stuff that's not uniform and consistent and all that good stuff drives me crazy. Ooh, me. I'm looking forward to videoing outside about the end of September. It'd be nice. Not sweating to death. Good thing I'm wearing this black shirt. You didn't know by buying a AC Designs Garage t-shirt that you're getting in a free gym membership, weight loss program. You wear a black shirt out in this mess, you're bound to lose weight. We don't charge any extra for that either. And them little hooks and stuff, we ain't worrying with them. All right, next side. Hair going here. Good, great. All right, stay focused. A sweat rag back in here. Well, Mr. GoPro died on us again, caused the heat. Talked to one of my favorite fishing YouTubers, John at Creek Fishing Adventures, and he said he uses the DJI Osmo, and he said that'd go about all day without cutting off, so I may go check me one of them out. Make sure you go check out John's channel. Got a great fishing YouTube channel. I've been watching him for years. Real great guy. Good channel, go check him out. I'll drop his link down below. Creek Fishing Adventures, East Tennessee. It's my dream land right there. All right, anyway, I got to get out of the shade and get back into the heat, but show you what I've done. Before I realized that the old GoPro kicked the bucket, we went ahead and taped this up. I'm gonna show you how I done this one. We just basically took, because I'm at 36, and split it in half and taped it. Then I'm gonna tape up my little E-track stuff, but we'll get this real quick. Tape them E-tracks up and the tail lights, and I'll go eat a bean. So basically what I do is I get one end down here taped up, pulled tight, then we'll go to the other end, then we'll come back. We got trim, but we'll get this good and square, because especially when you're going this far, if you don't get her squared off, she's gonna be crooked at the other end. We can tape a couple places, then you can go to the other end and pull her tight. And I'll probably just, let me pull some of this out real quick. Get her folded under and take a little section at a time. It's probably my wife telling me it is time to eat and to get out of this sun before I kick the bucket. It's hot. I'm in a hurry. Get things done. Definitely gonna have to give me a couple more screws in this thing. Popping loose. Now, this one right here, I'll probably just cut the excess off. Wish I had some wide tape. I would just tape this E-track up with some 3-inch tape, but that stuff's expensive. Roll this under. Pull her as tight as you can. Sweating all over this stuff. Alright guys, I gotta go cool off. A little hot, but show you what we got done. I got the rest of that E-track. We'll just cut a little bit for that. I think I'm gonna cover up my jack because I just don't want it black. And cover the jack, cover some of the chains, and cover the wires, and the 2 tail lights. And we'll get started. So I'm gonna go soak up some air conditioner real quick, eat me a ham sandwich. We'll be back. I got out my little thermal heat gun here. I want to see what the deck is on the trailer before we start painting. It's probably gonna bake it on. I got my own bake system here, so let's see. 149. Fenders ain't but 120. 147, 150. So yeah, it's just the ground is just rubber mat. 138. Crazy how it goes. You go from wood to rubber, it jumps up so much. Yeah, so about 150 degrees. Tack that in and make a mess that up like that. I'll fold it better. Man, you can't hardly stand to touch this stuff now. I have to make sure to go push all the tape down because the glue's getting ooey gooey. I was gonna do it up under the trees, but those old chestnut tree and the magnolia keeps dropping stuff everywhere and didn't want to stick in it. Let's see the fattest part here. There we go, that piece there will work. And as hot as it is today, we shock me if we don't have a thunder boomer tonight. Now right here in this extreme situations on this tape, where having this good 3M, like I said, I'll link it down there, but the old cheap tape, it'll just leave the goo stuck to everything, and this 3M's pretty good. Now it's 150 degrees, it's probably pushing the limits of it, but let's see, I gotta get this over here. Get an extra layer. Alright, gonna get the jack taped up here. This is probably the most pain thing to tape up is these jacks and stuff. Try to make a good tape line right there. If you get a little overspray on it, it's chromed or galvanized or something, we can take a little lacquer thinner and clean it off. Hair a bit more so we get that. All right, guys, y'all have heard me talk about the infamous Shakemaster 4000. Well, this was my OG prototype. The new ones have holes in them. And I'm sorry, guys, it's hard for me to keep up with the demand. I'm making them as fast as I can, but if you want to get yours, you just got to keep checking. I'm going to try to make a new batch before long. It's just, I got so much going on. I'm trying to, one man, trying to get it all done, but I'm trying, guys. So, I can see here, you just take that thing and put it in your reciprocating saw and grab your favorite turbski of choice. Slide in there. Now the new ones you don't have to use the screwdriver on. It has a little thumb thingamajigger on there, so you don't got to carry a screwdriver. But yeah, this thing's a life changer if you're going to do much of this spray bombing. I just tighten her up, hold her on there, and that's how she goes. It works best if you hold it upright like this on an angle, because all the weight right here, you can hold it this way or up and down, whatever. But once you get this thing in your hand, you kind of feel like John Rambo. Big old turbo cans is heavy. Yeah, I wouldn't advise holding them down like this because they're just so heavy they just want to flop around. But hold them vertical like that. Makes you feel like you're watching Rambo. And you get your paint shook a whole lot faster than you could ever shake it by hand. See, all this is good to shook up. Remember, if you want you one, head on over to www.acdesignsgarage.com. Pick up these rad t-shirts, also the Shakemaster 4000s. As long as they're in stock, you guys keep scooping them up, and I appreciate it. But we're gonna try to get a couple good size runs if I get a couple days of not having to do stuff. But anyhow, let's get to squirting. Turbski number one. Let's see what it is in here in the shop in the good old shade. Right at 100 degrees. Like I said, trailer is about 150. So what we're gonna do on the trailer, most of this stuff's going to be one coat. If you saw this stuff, it's amazing. It gets like a 20-inch fan here. But what we're going to do is start in the middle on the trailer and work our way back. I'm going to do inside of the wheel wells or the fenders over there. And then I'm going to spray the deck and inside these fenders and work your way back. You don't want to spray yourself in a corner. Now out here we can do all this stuff from the outside, but the inside we're going to try to do one coat. We can walk on the tape or the paper there, but it will stick to your feet and all that good stuff. So here we go. See how she does on this, which way the winds are blowing. Don't want it blowing back in your face. Alrighty. Still amazes me. That is pretty much covered. Good thing about it being so hot. It's so hot that it cooks on there real quick. Oh, it's so fun. Hope it don't wrinkle up that old paint, whatever it is. Pretty good. We'll come back for a second blast here in a minute. Come to stuff like this, we're gonna flip that up. Now the wind's blowing in my face. I love this stuff. It's like a stinking hose pipe or something. We'll let that tack a little bit. We'll flip that ring down. Here we go. probably bubbling, it's so hot. I may leave this center section for last, that way I can get back up on here. Man, that stuff is boiling looking at it. Trailer's a little too hot. Too hot. I hope she flashes over. That there did okay. All right, we're gonna leave this center walkway. That way we ain't getting our feet all gooed up, because we'll only do one coat on it. Yeah, it'll take more than one coat, one can. Yep, one down. Went a long ways, but I guess I was a little crazy to think I could do it in one, but hey, this is a 16-foot trailer. But I did get the whole deck and most of the fin doors. Now granted guys, if this stuff was wasn't 150 degrees here, and not exaggerating, probably do a better job on it, but gotta learn to back up a little bit. Learn to back up some with it. May take more than two, I don't know. We will see. That. Whew. I'm gonna guess about 3. I'm gonna let this stuff tack a wee bit. Make sure I got everything. Yeah, she's gonna look a lot better than she did. We about a half a tank now on the second turbski, but I bought 3 of them. So what y'all guys think? Looking pretty decent. She's a little stripey up here on the deck, but I mean, it is 160 degree temperature. We sprayed it that way the first time. I'm gonna go across so I can reach across and do it. So we'll probably go through maybe 3. I don't know. I've got one. I got 1 more full and 2 halfer tanks. So Maybe I was wrong, but hey, for, see there, 15 bucks a piece, that's 30 for two, 45, 50 bucks. 60 at the most to paint a whole 16-foot open car trailer. I mean, come on, guys. Can't get no better deal than that. So I'm gonna cut this camera off, step in here in the cool and drink some Gatorade, and we'll come back for the last coat. All right, guys, she's ready for coat number 2. We gonna fixing to have to crank out number 3. Number 2 is getting a little thin. Two gone. Number 3. Yep, that's 3. Now we're gonna go to the halfers. See which one's got the most. The old halfers. So we're at 3, and well, it's really a quarter. It's about to the Turbsky label. That's about a quarter. We're just going to do one coat down this middle here. Yeah, get this leaf off here. Come on, baby. You don't like to get on the angle once it starts getting low. There's 3 1/4. Yeah, 3 1/4. I got 1 more quarter left, I think. You got any more? I think that's my last one. So I use this one. This is gonna be, that might be a quarter, I don't know. That'll be 3 1/2. So you got an open trailer like this, I'd say buy 4 or 5. That darn tip clogged up. We'll have to borrow one from another one. There we go. Wow. Yep, that's almost her. That down to center is lacking a little bit, but I wish I had 1 more can. But for what it is, really that diamond plate, or that diamond plate, expanded metal stuff right there, you need to come from both directions, but it's kind of hard to come from both directions when it's wet. You can see there's a mist place there. And we're out. We're out. Well guys, if you put 3 1/2, you win. If you put 1, you win, because I didn't know either. But yeah, about 3 1/2. I'd say 4, 5 cans would be perfect. And like I said, you ain't gonna be able to pay nobody to paint nothing that cheap. Alright guys, it's probably a little premature to start untaping stuff, but I'm hot. I'm ready to be done with this. And we can touch it up later on if we need to. Yeah. We're gonna get turbo paint all over our hands, but we're gonna let her sit out here in the sunshine for the next couple of days and dry. See if I can do this without making a mess. Yeah. See if I can do this. Flip it like Indiana Jones. Yes, sir. I can pick this mess up later. Get off my finger. Hard to do and film, but I live on the edge for you guys. As long as it don't stick over here in the fender, that's what looks bad. Well, it's out in this sunshine. This stuff stays wet for a while. Tonight's when I think it'll probably really dry good. It cools off a little bit. It should harden off. We'll come back maybe later and touch up that center section. I do think the contrast right there looks good. You believe that? One little piece right there in the middle. All right, come on. I'm glad I taped up the aluminum. There's lots of racing stripes now. Get off of there. I may have to wait on the tail lights for a little bit because that may get ugly. Oh, come on now. No, no. All right. Man, that stuff is hot. We'll check it here in a minute, see what the temperature is on it after we painted it. Yeah, I think we got these wheels being silver may be the trick. What do y'all think? Silver, black. We get some new tars for it. Definitely. Definitely paint them once I get them off. There you go. Stuff is not playing right. All right, I might put y'all over here. Alright. Yeah, if the fenders would have been blasted and everything, they would have optimally looked better, I think. But this was a quick down and dirty, get it dead out in the yard in the incorrect temperature. I did see online, I hadn't seen it at Lowe's or anywhere, but they make this Turbski cans here in some kind of bed liner or something. Well, maybe that'd be something we can put over this front deck or something. Any of you guys ever used that before? It works good or anything? I did see comments from some of my friends over in the UK saying they can't get a Turbski can. Well, that ain't fair. You guys should be able to play with the big Mondo Turbski can too. What's the deal with that? You know, one thing we may be able to do, I may come back on these, on the fenders and slick them up a little bit and do a little sanding on them. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on the tail lights. I don't want to booger my fenders up too bad. Whew. Go up here and get this front half. Trying not to get it to stick. Y'all guys want to see any Krylon videos? I want to do some experimentationals with the Krylon because I think it's lacquer and I think it does dry faster. I don't know how it would react with the 2K clear stuff. Got a mess to clean up now. Ready, come on. Seriously. So everybody. I'll get it out later. Alright, take it. Okay. Try not to stick it in the paint. Yeah, it come off pretty easily. We're gonna be up in the house by 3 o'clock. High noon here. Whew. All right, we're gonna go here one last check and see how hot this stuff is. 154, 57. It dropped a little bit. 150, 53. So still around 160 degrees. Whew. I think I'm gonna go sit in the air conditioning and drink me about 40 Gatorades. So, alright guys, hope y'all enjoyed that video of me painting the open car trailer on the surface of the sun. It's 8,000 degrees out here. I'm fixing to go drink me about 40 Gatorades and sit in the air conditioner for a while. But yeah, go out there and grab you some of this turbo can stuff. It's pretty fun. We've done all kind of stuff, painting cars, painting trailers. It'll do it all. Make sure you check out the link in the description below. I'll link all this stuff where you can go scoop all it up. Whew. Also, make sure you drop in the comments how many cans you think it'll take. Don't matter if you know already. Just drop that in the comments. That's what will get you registered for the Super Clean giveaway and all that good stuff. And remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.